It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, we hadn't discussed this earlier, but I thought this was a great interview with Cedric the Entertainer on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay. And one of the things that he talked about was the issues that Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac had. And, you know, he did admit that that feud is what caused him to not participate in the second part of the original Kings of Comedy. Here is what Cedric the Entertainer had to say about that.
Is it true that Steve and Bernie butted heads?
Yeah. I mean, you know, they were the kind of guys that they both alpha males, you know, like they both, you know, they just saw it different, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they was able to get through it.
Is that one of the reasons why you did the first part, the second part?
I think, you know, of course, that was, you know, definitely a contributing circumstance, but I also think that it had a lot to do with the promoter on the thing, because he got a bigger head than all of us. Right. So the dude that put us all together started to really think it was about him, you know. So
sometimes people just ruin a good thing.
Yeah, just cause, you know, they like, hey, y'all would be together if it wasn't for me. Like, okay, bruh. Like nobody
you ain't told her one joke.
Nobody coming to see you.
Right.
What was the second part of the Kings of Comedy? What are they talking about?
They had the second leg of the tour or something?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, that was the Kings of Comedy part 2? I don't remember that.
No, I guess the second leg of the tour. You know how you go through certain cities, and I guess maybe another leg of the tour, they add more cities to it?
Oh, that's what he was talking about? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he had an issue more with the promoter that was putting it together. And, you know, people don't know what really sparked that whole feud between Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac, but they believe that it all started after a 2003 interview with GQ. That's when Bernie Mac alleged that Steve Harvey was jealous of his success and stole shows from him, and Steve Harvey admitted that he was hurt by those allegations later on in 2010. And then Bernie Mac said that he never said those things in the GQ interview. And so Steve Harvey said he just took him at his word for it.
Okay.
All right, now let's talk about from being co-hosts to lovers, guys. Good Morning America anchors Amy Robach and TJ Holmes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me and Charlamagne.
No,
you didn't.
I'm just telling you
That's
how this
so
thing
silly.
can progress. But the two of them were friends, and they had a lot of chemistry, but then they started hanging out together as more than friends. They've been photographed spending alone time in each other's apartments, also in a secluded cottage in upstate New York for a romantic weekend a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. Now, according to reports, things really, ramped up when they were in London together filming the Queen's Diamond Jubilee for ABC, and staff was buzzing about the intimacy between them. That was in June, and so they're saying things could have started before that, but definitely around that time. The two of them were very close. They started posting pictures of each other together on Instagram. They both love running and fitness. They ran a New York City Marathon together. But they both were married or are married, and so I guess they're leaving their significant others, and now they're together. So the secret is now out, and they don't have to go through the whole hiding things. I mean, I'm sure that wasn't anybody's intention, right? The two of them working together day after day. They had chemistry, but they both had other situations. What do you do?
Are they leaving their significant others, or did they already leave their significant others and we just finding this out?
Well, they haven't commented on it, so we don't know it from their point of view yet.
Yeah, because so if both of them have, you know, already left their spouses and, you know, they decided to be together, what's the problem? I know in the workplace they usually say it's the power dynamics, but they're on the same level, right?
Well, according to reports, both couples went their separate ways in August. That's according to sources. So they have not commented on it yet, but, you know, apparently something like that is hard to keep a secret for too long, especially when you have that chemistry, you're around people, you work together.
Yeah, but that's also their lives. If they decide that, you know, their marriages didn't work and they decide to dissolve the marriage and they're dating, I don't understand the problem.
I don't see the problem either, especially being that I know people will probably say, oh, because they're in the workplace, but there's no power dynamic difference here. They're both co-hosts of Good Morning America.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they were, you know, the secret is out now. I don't know who actually spilled the secret, but now everybody knows about it and it's been everywhere.
Now, who was TJ's wife before this, and who was her husband before this? I don't know.
Oh, well, her husband is Andrew Shue, and they've actually gone on double dates together and everything and have pictures all together.
Andrew, black or white?
White.
Andrew's white.
What about TJ's?
She's a sister.
Pharmacy?
Yeah.
Oh, she's black.
Yeah, Mary
Why
Lee.
you whisper it?
Oh, he left a black woman for a white woman.
And you know what's crazy? They
Yes.
both got married the same year in 2010.
Hold on now. Let's be clear about this. He left a black woman for a white woman?
That's what it seems like.
I don't approve. I just simply don't approve. Okay? But it's not my business.
Okay. Well, that is your front page. Rumor report. That's
You
your
don't know
rumor
if they are in love or what it is.
Hey, man. You know, like I said before, if they both left their spouses and decided to be together, I don't see the problem. There's no power dynamic difference. They're both co-hosts. But just on another note, I disapprove of black men leaving black women to be with white women. It's Charlemagne the God talking. So when y'all complain, make sure y'all complain. Leonard McKelvey, make sure y'all point to the right person. Okay? Yes, that's my opinion.
Okay. All right. Well, front page news next. What we talk about?
Airbnb, they have launched a platform that is going to do something new. Can't wait to see what you guys think about it.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club.